Hello, it's Ariel from Ariel Sims, and this is the final video of my One Direction speed build series, which is a series of homes that I built that are inspired by members of One Direction. So this is the second part of the Liam Payne-inspired home. The first part was just the building of the home, and the second part will be all of the furnishing of the home. And as I said in the first part, my plan in terms of furnishing for this home was to go very modern, because I think, one, Liam I would see as a fan of like a modern decor style, and I also think that Liam isn't necessarily the type who would decorate his home based on what the exterior of the home looks like, and the exterior of this home is very traditional, which wouldn't really make sense for a modern decor style. But like I said, I think Liam personally would probably like modern decor. All of the Instagram photos I've seen of his home, it's decorated in a pretty modern fashion. I also don't think that Liam would include a lot of clutter in his house or a lot of extraneous items. So this home is pretty clutter-free. I mean, there is a little bit of clutter just to make it look semi-lived in, but it's definitely a lot more empty than some of the other homes that I've built in this series, which turns out made these videos a lot shorter. So I think this is probably, in terms of all of the One Direction homes, the shortest amount of time I spent furnishing. Which I think is kind of nice because it's not as long of a video to watch. I didn't have to cut footage, and I don't know, I think I just kind of liked not having kind of like 5 hours of footage to cut down. I am kind of excited to be finished with this series just because the homes in this series are so massive and they took so long to build and furnish and play test that I'm kind of tired of building large homes. So I think I'm gonna do a series somehow of small homes next. I don't really have an idea yet for what I'd want to do next, so if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see built, please let me know in the comments below. I was thinking of doing a series on homes across America and trying to do different styles from different regions of the country. I'm American, so that's kind of where I got the idea to do American homes over a different country. But I'm not sure, I don't really know yet. So if you have any ideas for like a potential series that could be fun to do, as I said, just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see some more ideas. But yeah, for this house, I wanted to go with like a black and white theme, because when I think of very modern furnishing styles, that's kind of what I think of. And then I included some red and some lime green accents here and there. But there's not a whole lot of color per se in this house. I mean, there is color in terms of the clutter and everything, but there's definitely a lot of black and white. I personally am not a huge fan of this decor style. I love color. I don't like homes where they look like if you touch anything you'll break it, like, because I probably will break it. So I like to have homes that are just lived in and cozy and colorful and comfortable, and I feel like modern decor, for some reason, that's just not how it feels to me. But yeah, I think that Liam probably would be a fan of modern decor. He's not really home that much, although I guess he will be now that One Direction is basically broken up. They're allegedly on hiatus, but I just really don't think they're coming back from this hiatus. My prediction is that Liam is going to possibly try a solo career. I think because he always wanted to go solo. When he auditioned for the X Factor the first time, he was just too young, but he auditioned as a solo artist. All of them auditioned as solo artists. But Liam actually auditioned twice, and I think he was like 14 the first time, and Simon told him, you know, you're too young, go home and get a little bit older. And then the second time he auditioned, he got rejected as a solo artist and then put together into this 5-piece band. And Liam has said that he was the only one who really had to think before agreeing to be in the band, because for so long he had been pursuing a career as a solo artist. In the months since Zayn left the band, he's basically said he never wanted to be in One Direction. So I'm not really sure whether he had to think about it too before joining. But yeah, for the paintings that I just put in this home, I was getting really bored of the paintings that are available in buy mode, and so what I did, because I don't use custom content in my game, is there are a bunch of people who have uploaded paintings to the gallery, and you can download their paintings that I think they're basically saved as a room, and you can just download them from the gallery and put them in your home, and it's not considered custom content, which I think is really great. So I did leave in the gallery shot just so that you can see who I downloaded it from, because I won't remember while making this video, and I don't want to not give credit to the creator of those paintings. So I thought, you know, if I leave the gallery page in, at least you can kind of pause it, see who it is if you want to download the paintings, and that way the person who created the paintings can get some credit for their work. But yeah, I did end up using the paintings that I got from the gallery pretty much throughout the home. I got a set of musical themed paintings, and they were really cool. I personally really like them, and I mean, I think I'd like them in my own home. But whoever created those, you did a great job. I really enjoyed those paintings, and they're pretty much throughout the home. When I did use them, the footage, because it's sped up, it would make me a little bit dizzy when I'd switch to go get the painting from the wall that I put in the backyard just to like serve as a place to pick up the paintings from. When I was using the footage from it, it kind of made me a little bit dizzy, so I cut out the footage of when I'd grabbed the paintings and kept footage of when I was arranging it on the wall. You'll see shortly, because I did use some of them in this office. But yeah, all of the musical, kind of like musical note paintings, I guess they are, they're all from this creator on the gallery. So that was cool, and I haven't done that in a long time. I did used to do that pretty frequently, but I'm always feeling like sick of the paintings that they have in the game, and I never think to just go to the gallery and get some from like other simmers. So I'm glad I remembered for this video, and hopefully I'll remember to keep doing that when I'm building, both for YouTube and when I'm playing. But yeah, I was working on the office here, and I wanted to make the office look very lived in comparison to the rest of the home, because Liam is a person who works really hard. I don't think that Liam really knows how to sit around and do nothing, nor do I think that he likes doing that. I think he likes working, and I think he gets really bored when he's not working. So I wanted to make his office a little bit kind of lived in, as almost like a tribute to Liam. He tends to work a lot, and so he would be in his office a lot because he works a lot. But Liam's been looking to get into the production side of things a little bit. As I said, I think he's gonna try and go solo, but I don't know that he'll like being solo, and so I don't know, we'll see what happens with him. But I think if he doesn't if the solo career doesn't work out well for him, I think he would go into music production. He said that he really enjoys that side of the business, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. I think probably the only one out of the whole band who will have a successful solo career is Harry. So far, Zayn is the only one who's gone solo. He just came out with a single the other day, I think it was a few days ago. I am a little bit blinded by my dislike for Zayn, so I'll admit that I'm biased. But I wasn't really that impressed with his single. I thought his music video was really creepy, and I kind of got dizzy watching it and just didn't like the music video at all. And I thought the song itself, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't unique. And like, it wasn't different from anything I hear on the radio. Like, it sounded very generic to me. And Zayn has been harping on how he wants to make real music and he wants to be creative and be his own person. He wants to do something that people haven't done before, and I just thought his first single didn't live up to any of those expectations. But as I said, I'm very biased against Zayn. I'm just not a fan of his anymore. I also don't think that Zayn has a strong enough personality to carry any sort of live performance or live interview. Zayn is a little bit shy. He's a very defensive person. I think he words things incorrectly. I think that's why I don't like a lot of what he's said since leaving One Direction, because I don't think Zayn has expressed himself properly. At least I hope he hasn't. I hope what he's been saying hasn't been how he feels 100%. But I don't know. I don't know anything, I think, when it comes to Zayn. I thought I had a read on him, and he turned out completely different than I thought. So, but yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any stage presence. I think that's the reason why Zayn didn't get through as a solo artist at first, is because he's not really a performer. He's a great singer, he has a great voice, but he doesn't perform. And it was a little bit weird to me in his music video to see that he didn't seem to know how to lip sync properly. And there was just nothing, there was no like personality to him. Like, there was no spark in his eyes, like there was just no form of entertainment from him. I don't know. So I think that his stuff is going to be popular at first, not in terms of like actual popularity, but I think a lot of people are going to buy it and listen to it at first because I think they're curious about what he can do, and he left the band under such sketchy circumstances that I think, I don't know, like I think people are curious to see what comes of his decisions. But I think in the long term, there was nothing about that single to me that said, this is a really compelling song and this is really different from what other people are putting out there. And so I don't think that he'll be able to sustain a single or a solo career in the long run. But that's just my thoughts. Those are my predictions on him. I think Harry will go solo and be successful. I think Louis will be in the business side of things. I think he's gonna disappear probably the fastest. I have no idea what Niall is gonna do. I can't quite get a feeling for what he wants to do, because I think Niall was so into being in the band that I don't know, and I just can't see Niall as a solo artist. But I'm not sure. I think, yeah, Niall's the one who I have no idea what he'll do. Louis, I think, is just going to end up being in the business side, and Liam will be production. He'll try and go solo first and then somehow end up in production. But I think Harry will be like the Justin Timberlake of One Direction. So we'll see. But anyway, now that I've been on like a 10-minute tangent about One Direction themselves, I was working on the bedroom and I created kind of like a divider headboard thing that I think turned out pretty cool for the bed. And then in the bathroom, I had this big space for Liam's bathroom, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it at first. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'll put a sauna in. I've never put a sauna in a home before. So that's what I did, and I think it makes a lot of sense for Liam in particular, because Liam really enjoys working out, and I think like it would be nice to be able to get in a sauna after a particularly grueling workout and just relax in a sauna and, you know, kind of give your muscles a break. So yeah, Liam got a sauna in his bathroom, and then I also I had a lot of trouble with the layout of Liam's bathroom, because I don't tend to make bathrooms in this shape that much. So I put the sauna in, and then I put in a separate room for a toilet, and then I was left with kind of a small space to fit in a shower, a double sink, and a bathtub. And I knew I didn't want to use the corner tub, and I knew I didn't want to use a combination shower tub. So I tried a bunch of different layouts in the bathroom, which you're about to see here, and finally settled on one that I think looks pretty cool. And I tried to keep it very masculine in Liam's bathroom and use a lot of wood and a lot of dark tones, because, I mean, for some reason that's what I think of when I think of masculine design, is a lot of wood, a lot of black, a lot of brown, and then obviously I threw in some white just to kind of play off the dark colors, so it wasn't too dark. And yeah, I think this bathroom kind of turned out pretty cool. I really enjoy the way, I don't know, I think it's different, but it's not too out there. So yeah, and I personally would love to use this bathroom. It looks very relaxing and very comfortable, and it's probably, I would say, my favorite room in this house. I did kind of like Liam's living room, but I don't know, the master bathroom is pretty cool, in my opinion. So yeah, and then I layered the plants just to kind of make it look a little bit more full, but I didn't want to put too much in the bathroom other than that, because like I said, it was kind of a small space that I was left with. So then I was doing the walk-in closet for Liam, and I wanted to use those double wardrobes. I don't have Get Together yet, so I don't have like the built-in closet type things that come with Get Together, which I think is probably one of the items that I'm most excited for. I plan on getting Get Together once it goes on sale, because I just don't have $40 to spend on an expansion pack. But yeah, it's been out for about 2 months now, and it's not on sale yet, so I'm getting a little bit impatient. And there's probably gonna be, like, I bet like the first time it goes on sale, the sale's not gonna be that great, but I'll still buy it because I've wanted to buy it for so long. Like, the actual gameplay features of Get Together, I don't think I'm very excited for. My Sims tend to be pretty antisocial, so this expansion pack seems to be about being social, which is just not how I play. Like, my Sims socialize with their family and that's it. So yeah. But the items for Get Together look pretty cool, and the new world that comes with it, I'm really excited for the new world. So hopefully it goes on sale soon and I can get it, but yeah, that's why I'm waiting on it. I think I've mentioned that in pretty much every video I've made, because I feel like I need to explain why I don't have the expansion pack, because I feel like everybody on YouTube always gets all of the expansion and stuff packs as soon as they come out, and I just personally can't afford to do that. So I don't buy all of the stuff packs. Like, I didn't get the spooky stuff one, and I don't know, I kind of judge those based on how much I like the items, and so I have no interest in having spooky stuff in my game. But the luxury party was kind of the same thing because I didn't think the items were that cool and I just didn't really care for it, so I didn't get that one. But I do have outdoor retreat and spa day, and I do have cool kitchen stuff, movie hangout stuff, and perfect patio stuff, which sounds like a lot, but I got the game packs when they were on sale, and the stuff packs are only like $10 a piece, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I had 2 guest bedrooms to furnish in this home, and I don't know, like, I didn't really do a ton with them because I don't think that Liam would do a ton with the guest bedrooms in his home. I think he would keep them pretty minimal too. And because, like, I built this house for Liam and I'm imagining that he lives here as a single person, even though I think this home itself would work really nicely for a family, I felt like I could use those modern beds in these rooms because nobody in my mind is sleeping there. Those beds, they're kind of annoying because I love the design of them. Like, I would use those constantly, except they're uncomfortable. So your sim complains when they sleep in it, and that's kind of not worth it to me. So I never use those beds, and it's so frustrating because I want to, because I like the way they look. But I just don't, I don't know, like, I don't want my Sims to be whining. So yeah, I used them in this home, and that was fun. And then there's only 1 guest bathroom upstairs. I found out one of the commenters on my channel who, she's really great, like, she comments on all my videos and has done so since the beginning, which is really, like, nice and fun for me to see. She pointed out that in the Nile speed build that I did, I forgot to put a toilet in the guest bathroom, which I totally did forget and didn't even notice until she said something. And I watched the footage like a billion times because I edit it and I cut it, then I record, then I watch it again after recording just to make sure everything fits properly. And I never once noticed that I forgot the toilet in the guest bathroom, but she did, so yeah, that was a kind of red-faced moment, but I made sure this time to double check and make sure that all bathrooms had a toilet. So yeah, those paintings, again, that's from that user who uploaded paintings to the gallery, and I love those 3 paintings together. I think I'm probably going to use those in a lot of houses. But yeah, and then it was kind of on to the back patio, and so I had wanted to include that gaming mat in the living room, but there wasn't really space for it, so I put it outside as a placeholder, and then figured it could go on the random balcony that I have off the office, or actually it's a porch off the office, that I put in there to look like it was a support for the upstairs balcony where there's a hot tub on the balcony off of Liam's room. So yeah, that worked out really nicely for me, otherwise I don't know where I would have put that. But yeah, I just kind of created a seating area near the pool, and I didn't do a ton outdoors just because I wanted it to reflect like the simplistic design style of the rest of the house where it's just not overloaded with stuff. I had furnished the like yard part of the outdoors in the build, so if you wanted to see what I put out there, it's in the screenshots and it's also in the first Liam speed build video. But this one was just kind of the back patio, and I gave him a guitar in case he wants to sing by the pool, and a bar, and that was pretty much it for the outdoors. I did use those rugs, which I absolutely love, and then put a stereo outside so you can listen to music while chilling outside. But yeah, these are the screenshots. Please let me know, as I said, if you have any ideas for a series that you would like to see next on my channel. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this, or just to make me feel good about myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day, and I will be back with more soon.